think my favourite Italian dish to cook would be a risotto, just because you need to stir it the whole time, which is slightly annoying, but you can be stirring and talking and drinking wine, and as long as you don't overcook the rice and you make it with the best chicken stock, you can put almost anything you've got in it. My favourite is probably mushroom. And then the secret of the dish is to just pile in as much Parmesan cheese and butter as you can possibly manage. And you might have to get your guests to leave the room if they're fans of low-fat eating, but it's worth it. It's creamy and delicious, and it's a comfort food for me, really, I think. Oh, I think my favourite ever book is probably To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee, because I read it at that point when you're just really getting into novels and reading. But my favourite recent book is a book called The 13th Tale by Diane Satterfield, and that's a book for people who love books, and it's gothic and fanciful and a mystery, and I've read it. I hardly ever read anything twice because there's always so many new books, but I think I've read that one about 3 times, so that's the one I recommend to everybody. Oh, that's so hard. I suppose Rome, because it's just the most beautiful city, and once you're in the centre of it you can just wander through it. You don't have to jump on and off buses or taxis. But then Naples is really cool too, and Sicily is amazing. So honestly, I just think I can't choose one, because then I've left Venice out, and that's ridiculous. All of them. If I was going to choose a different country to set my novels in, it would have to be one that I really want to go and visit. And at the moment I'm a bit obsessed with India because I love all that spicy food. But it's such a big country, I probably need to spend a year there, because you have to decide which bit of it to set your book in to start off. So I think when I've got a spare year, that's probably what I'll do, and I'll just work my way from the south to the north, getting to know it, and by the end of it I'll never ever want to eat another curry, but it'll be fun. The most romantic place in New Zealand. Well, New Zealand is an incredibly beautiful country, and I love beaches, so the most romantic places for me are probably beaches as the sun sets and you get that sort of light across the water, and if it's really warm night you can still pop in for a swim after dark when it's all by moonlight, and then sit on the beach and just enjoy that kind of silence and the birds. For me, that's probably the most romantic place to be. But New Zealand also has beautiful mountains and lakes and rivers and streams, so really you can choose your spot, I think.